All right, goodies in the mail. There it is. Sweewin engine. Big old beast. A lot bigger than the Zykoy, but a lot cheaper. And I like Sweewin. They've been good. So as you can see, that is a 190. And it's brand new. And it even smells new. So there you go. Just a few updates while we're here. I'm about to start setting it up and getting this thrust tube, making sure it's aligned properly, and setting the engine. But I did add this little piece of metal here, and that was just to give a little heat shield to my connections. So engine will be back here. Thrust tube sits right here when it's in. There's really not a lot of room for that to happen, but I thought, you know what, just in case, because that's all the goodies right there, those two connectors to tie back here. So you can kind of see, put the connections in. If I can hold it, I can't juggle the two pieces, but you can kind of see from here, connections are set under that little plate, just a little heat shield. And I bought this sheet metal at Ace Hardware. I put a little aluminum tape on the edge there just to soften the edge, and of course the aluminum tape isn't going to be bothered by any heat. Now I saw another guy that put a heat shield here for these wires from the engine itself. I've never had trouble with the engine being near these kinds of wires. I'll monitor it, but I don't think so. You know, I've never had a problem with that. So, but this, you know, there is a potential for, you know, flame and heat to hit this area. It's like, this is really easy to make. You know, you make it, I just take and make it out of cardboard first, and then I fabricate it out of metal. And you can see there, I just bent 2 tabs down. You can see it there, and I aligned those tabs with the bolts that go to this bulkhead and screwed them in, so no extra hardware needed. So let me get the engine in, check my alignment of the thrust tube. I also found out from my good buddy Paul that these markers here are not to be flashing, they're solid. It's these markers that flash, so no biggie. I just go inside there to my little trusty lighting control box and just switch the plugs around. So I'll do that too, and then that'll be fixed. So that's my update for right now, and we'll get to work and see what happens. I'll give another little news report once I get engine set, thrust tube aligned, and of course those stupid lights rearranged. So we're moving forward. Oh, one other little thing is I ordered this, and that is an extra long 900 megahertz antenna, because I want it to go and set, you know, back behind there, you know, but from underneath, like back just behind that bulkhead. And so I'll put my receiver is going to sit right there. All right, okay, and so that antenna will easily fit back behind there. But the other one was going to be a little bit short. I always want to order one of these long ones. So we're getting things together. I gotta pick up my 2 other controllers. I'm just using this for temporary power, although these have been really good. My one complaint is that this only has one 8.4 volt output. It would be nicer if it had both sides could go 8.4. This is handy. I looked up the amperages on this thing. I think it can handle like 15 amps. I've used these on several jets. I got these in my Aerofoam models. But they're handy to have these little U-Becks around for testing and whatever. So if you get a couple, I recommend you keep one or two. Now I've got more than I need, but you never know, right? So that's the update. More to come. I'll be testing out the fuel system. I'm going to flush the whole entire system, run a lot of fuel through it, and then I'll start running the pump and making sure we have no leaks. Making sure that this little job here, that's my drain line, you know, I put it on the bottom. I kind of like it on the bottom, although most people put them under here. And as you know, I've got fuel tanks in the way right there. And I would have had to put it way up here, and I just decided not to. So it's on the bottom. So I don't think that's going to be a problem. Actually, I'm kind of happier that I did that. And then of course, and I just wrapped the, you know, so it would have a anti-siphon. I just wrapped the air intake around. You can see it wrapping around the intake. So it goes over and under. And so it just keeps it out of the way. Yeah. That's what's new. That's what we're up to. So I'm gonna get to work, and I'll send another progress video when we move further along. We'll holler at you guys later. Happy flying.